Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat is a sung-through musical based on the character of Joseph from the Bible's book of Genesis. Here to tell us all about this are Gregory Dean, he's a director. We also have Peter Sweeting, he is the lead character. And we have Shawn Turnquest, she's the co-producer of this wonderful production. Good morning and welcome to Bahamas At Sunrise.
Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
I expected you all to start singing in unison since it's a musical, right? But so excited to talk about this. So what inspired you to choose Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat for this year's production?
Well, it's been a while since COVID affected us greatly. We were on the verge of doing The Wiz when COVID shut us down back in 2020 in March. I was looking for a short musical. I was looking for something that to many people the tunes would be hummable, memorable, and it was probably one of the first productions that I ever saw when I used to live back on the island of Antigua.
So let's frame this discussion. So this is a production put on at Queen's College. Tell us your connection to Queen's College and just what this production represents to the school.
I came to the Bahamas in 1974, and Queen's College was the school that my parents had selected for me to attend. My dad was a Methodist minister, so it was sort of like a natural progression of things. I was a student there right up straight through till sixth form. Went off to university, came back, and I've been teaching at Queen's College since 1985.
There you go. And tell us, Ms. Turnquest, tell us about your connection.
My journey is very similar, believe it or not, because I am also an alumna of Queen's College.
There you go.
And stayed there until sixth form as well. Then went off to university in Canada at McGill. And when I returned, I worked at the Ministry of Education for a while, for a stint. I had my own school, a psychoeducational center for students. And then I returned to Queen's College as a teacher, parent, deputy head, and now vice principal head of Queen's College High School.
All right, Queen's College is in the house. Well, we know your connection to Queen's College. We see a uniform on. But tell us about some of the unique aspects of this year's production.
Oh, it's going to be an amazing production. Now, anyone who has seen any of our productions in the past, they know the quality to expect from us. We often say we rival the best productions found in any big cities anywhere in the world. The music is fabulous, the set is fabulous. So what you can look forward to this year would be great foot tapping tunes, tunes to lift the spirit, wonderful acting, interspersed with some funny parts as well. And it also teaches lessons. The story of Joseph really teaches us a lot of things about life, good things, how to handle jealousy or envy, how to forgive. And really, it's going to be great fun, great learning for the entire family, and we're very excited about it.
I'm excited hearing about it. We have the lead with us. Peter, tell us a little bit about your role in the production and how you got to be the lead.
Okay, well, I first auditioned in the hopes that I could get my first experience in a production setting. I've never been in anything of this sort before, and I didn't expect to get the lead role, but unbeknownst to me, I was actually chosen to take that place, and I'm happy to be the person carrying that assignment out.
That's good. You knocked it out of the park, man. Looking forward to you sharing your talent with us. And what has the journey been like in, learning this role and getting ready to perform in front of your schoolmates, in front of the country?
Well, it's definitely been hard at some points. It's been a lot of fun as well, learning things with the people I'm performing with. It's been very entertaining. It's been a really learning experience for me, especially with this being my first time. So it's great. It's great.
Can you share with us the process? How do you get from, we're going to do, what's the title this year? We're going to do Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat to the first night, curtain call. Tell me how.
With this particular project, it was a sort of a love-hate relationship. It was like 1 minute we're going to do something, the next minute we're not going to do it because I don't have the patience for it anymore, not like a few years back when I could have easily handled something like this. But I know this was Mrs. Turnquest's final year at Queen's College. She's retiring. And I wanted to dedicate the show not just to her, but I don't know if most people will remember that at the end of September we lost our head boy, Dario Ramming. He was he is our godchild, if you will, because he was out preaching, he was out teaching, he was out trying to attract young people to God. And I thought, okay, if I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it for Mrs. Turnquest, I'm going to do it for Dario. And so it began the long process of auditioning many students. Of course, I continually had my doubts that everything would come together, even up to this moment. You know, I'm the type of perfectionist that will worry until the last note is sung on Saturday night. I just want to say that there are over 100 people in the cast, including band members. This year we've decided, unlike other productions, to put everybody on stage. Right. We're doing it more of like a concert style, so there is acting and dancing that happens at the front of the stage, but in the meantime there's a huge chorus at the back of the stage as well. And all of our lead cast members are going to be in costume. Amazing costumes with the help of Mrs. Turnquest. With the help of Kerry's department store, we were able to outfit some of these people. We've ordered some stuff from away, and these guys are going to be absolutely amazing. The show goes up on Wednesday night for 4 performances. On Saturday, there is an afternoon matinee. But I expect that every performance will be different, because Peter is one of only 4 Josephs that we've had. We've invited 3 students back. We've invited back Carrington Mackenzie. He's getting to be a very well-known Bahamian artist. Yes. He's all over the place, especially performing in places like Exuma, Eleuthera, and so on. We have a young man who is a teacher in one of the public schools, Matthew Johnson, a very good friend of my daughter's. And we also have the lead choreographer from the Bahamas National Youth Choir, who's also an exceptional singer, Vernal Adderley.
This sounds like a very stacked production.
It is going to be off.
It sounds like we need to get our tickets from now. Tell us, how can we get tickets? What's the cost to attend? And any other details we should know?
Certainly. Tickets can be purchased at Queen's College High School. But once you come to the campus, someone will direct you to our on-site box office. And they're also at Kerry's Fabric and Uniform Store on Mackey Street. And Kim Gibson, who is responsible for that store, is also a former Queen's College student. And so she has willingly made Kerry's available as a box office for others who may get off at 5 o'clock. Yep. They get off too late to come to school, or there are persons who purchased on Saturday as well. So those are our 2 box offices.
Fantastic. And you mentioned this will be a final year with the school and with the production. So seeing this evolve over the years and this being your final year, what do you want to see, and what do you want people to know coming in to watch this production? Well,
I love the theater, and I share that love of the theater with Mr. Dean. And I just, again, want them to be uplifted. It's a very uplifting musical. All of the lessons are positive. And I think that speaks to the kind of school that we have built through the years, where we try to make sure that we're part of the solution always and not the problem, to be uplifting, to be positive. We are a leadership school. And the production of Joseph and his Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat just feeds into that, because we all know the story. He goes from the pit to the palace.
There you go.
And we put that on stage in a most magnificent way. So I hope that persons who are listening are able to come out and experience this very historic event. Mr. Dean is saying that this is possibly his last musical. And he's done some amazing work in the past. So let's come out and see this swan song. It's going to be fabulous.
I love it. And I know the show is going to have some surprises. We have some late surprises here. Do we have another one of our cast members?
We have with us Bailey Bostwick. Her mother is a very well-known Bahamian soprano, Candice Bostwick. Bailey has an extraordinary voice. She's also a member of the National Youth Choir, and she sings the part of the narrator. Bailey is... Bailey is a grade 12 student, so she's going to be graduating this year. Extraordinary voice and very confident. I've been in a production with her, Music of the Bahamas, at the Dundas Theatre, Black Box, and a very fine young lady and a fine performer.
Once again, it seemed like a stacked cast. Peter, and on behalf of you and your castmates, what do you want to say to the school, your schoolmates, other students out there who might be thinking about auditioning for a production, or what do you want to say to them to get them to come on out?
I want to say, just go for it. You never know what'll happen. Don't doubt yourself, At first I thought that I wasn't cut out for the role, but it turns out that I was, else I wouldn't have gotten picked. So, I say just do it. Just have a great time. Just enjoy yourself.
I love that. Step out, be bold, take a chance, and you might be wearing a pretty coat on stage one day, right? We'd like to thank you all for being here. So excited to hear about this production. A lot of work going into it. I can feel the excitement buzzing from that side of the room. It's going to be a success. Thank you all for being here this morning.
Yes, thank you. Thank you very much.
You're watching Bahamas At Sunrise. We'll be right back.